What's going on, guys? It's Ticker Trapper here. Another big day in the markets. Today in the cryptocurrency market, we had a humongous day for Dogecoin again. I personally am a big hodler of Dogecoin. I personally have over 10,000 Dogecoins, which I had purchased back at the 7-cent range in about January time frame. Still a little hesitant about my early investment just off the sheer hype of everything. But boy, it sure does pay off, I'll tell you that. But realistically, over these last couple days, we've seen a spike like no other. Moving in from the 15th yesterday, we had that 13 cents, anywhere between 10 cents to 14 cents level. Overnight, I woke up and checked my phone over here in Japan, and we had seen this thing all the way rocketing up to about that 30-cent range as being about the top resistance level we got going on here right now. Just sheer insanity, like absolute amazement over how much this thing has just skyrocketed recently. But with all this skyrocketing, it does take an account for some possible overhead on just how inflated this could be, knowing that with this 30-cent level resistance, we do have to watch out for this serious fallback. The one thing that I have to compare it to recently, or sorry, not recently, but in the past, was the end of 2017 with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you saw a huge drive in media, spikes, volume, sheer everything to get this thing way up there. And what do you know? They fall back by 100% take back of all profits in the next couple of months after that huge spike that they had in 2017 into 2018. So just one thing to keep in mind here too, this is a cryptocurrency that is said to have an infinite supply of coins in theory, compared to Bitcoin, which does have a finite number of supply, which does help with the demand level to keep that price at a certain point. Rolling into these cryptocurrencies, being able to actually have some type of finite use is what will pretty much play all combined with this Coinbase listing. So if you come over here right now, you can see that Robinhood has about, if I'm not mistaken, it has in the May 2020 over 13 pushing 14 million users, while Coinbase on the other hand has had about 43 million users. And with their new IPO and taking their shareholders into account, I would say it's pretty promising that they're going to be able to try and add Dogecoin onto their Coinbase platform, knowing with the sheer demand that now Dogecoin has shown that it can have, and trying to get this thing back up to about this 24-cent support. We'll see how that thing goes. But anyway, yeah, so we'll see if we can get this with Coinbase now going public with this IPO. We'll see if we can get them to try to add that on with all their users. You can see some serious demand with Dogecoin getting put on Coinbase. Right now, we only have a certain select few of brokerages that you can actually purchase Dogecoin on. Coinbase can add this onto them. You can see some real serious numbers. I think that's where a lot of the speculation has in turn come from, especially with that IPO date being correlated to the spike of Dogecoin price. We'll see how far this thing can actually rise. But like I said before, this does not have a the supply of Dogecoin is in theory unlimited. So with the high number of supply and high levels of demand, yes, you're going to see high spikes in pricing, but with the sheer number of supply that Dogecoin is able to produce right now, it may or may not keep up with the demand, because this demand seems like it's only going to be for a period of time. And once that demand can give out and that supply just keeps increasing, you're going to see some serious price falling in the next couple of days, weeks, months. We'll see. But right now, Dogecoin does seem to have some type of hearsay. We got the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban, already talking about how they're going to start accepting Dogecoin currencies for their tickets and merches upcoming season. We have some restaurants over here that are now starting to accept Dogecoin. So you can see some pretty promising things ahead going forward for Dogecoin, in the fact that you can see some actual realistic usage for this currency right here, just like Bitcoin has taken years and years and years to start being allowed and accepted out in the public. I mean, this now happening with Dogecoin too as well. We'll see some serious spike in pricing, but like I said, this comes with the supply to the demand ratio, and if this thing's able to keep up its price at this level that is stake right now, it seemed like it could be a little bit inflated. But over here to the technical analysis, we'll see that right now over here, like I said, we got that serious resistance point up at that 30 cents price target. We can see that right here if we're going to pull out our Fibonacci retracements all the way back down from our early spike, or early bull run of about 10 cents per coin back over here on the 14th. We can already see that it's already pulled down about to that 0.382 level. So this could be this could be the new floor. I have pretty high hopes that this 0.23 price area is going to be the new floor, just off the fact that this is the same retracement that Bitcoin has shown in the past. But like I said, there's no sheer correlation, especially with that supply and demand from Bitcoin to Dogecoin. That 0.23 level is going to be a serious floor, and I think this thing's only going to keep going up, especially with all this driving hype behind Elon Musk. Elon Musk is currently working with Dogecoin developers, and Dogecoin developers are starting to work out with some Dogecoin wallets. They're going to try to start pushing this thing out more to the public, getting more access to it, and this thing could really start driving this price way up in the next couple of days, weeks, or months. But just to keep an eye out for is this will have serious corrections as well, and if you're not playing this thing right, you will lose decent amount of money, knowing that I've heard people putting life savings, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars into Dogecoin, and if you're buying it up here at the top and you're just throwing your money, you're not looking into how these charts are working, you're going to lose some serious money on these things. So now that we've seen a good serious resistance point on that 0.30 mark, and we're seeing a good technical show of that 0.23 mark being the floor, I would say it's a decent time now to start loading back up into Dogecoin and seeing this thing take off again. Making sure that if these things does pull back to this 0.23 or below, getting out, taking that stop loss, because that's where you're going to see some serious correction taking place. But if this media hype and everything can keep driving behind this thing, you're going to see some astronomical level in pricing going forward into the future with how Dogecoin is going to perform. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments. Like this video, dislike this video, do whatever you got to do. Out.